Okay, so let's clarify this Rikki-Tikki-Tavi test. So the test is 50 points for the I am poem, which you started yesterday, and the test is 50 points for the dialectical journal. Let's look at the I am poem again, just as a reminder. As you can see here, just as a reminder, in this column, you fill in your answer. This is you showing your knowledge about the character well enough to be able to determine what they hear, wonder, want, see, feel, touch. You will receive extra credit if your answers are not literal. For example, if I say, I thinking about Rikki-Tikki-Tavi, if from the point of view of Rikki-Tikki-Tavi, I hear Darcy singing in the garden. That is literal. It's in the text. He actually hears this. But if Rikki-Tikki-Tavi says, I hear my mother's cries for me because I'm gone, that is figurative. He does not hear his mother crying. He was swept away by the flood and he no longer is with his family. So it's figurative. Figurative is in the imagination. Literal is actual, something you can process with your five senses. So if you are writing figurative answers, meaning imagination, they're imaginative, you will receive extra credit. You will also receive extra credit on your I am poem if you are using a character other than Rikki-Tikki-Tavi. Remember, for the I am line, you put the 2 tally marks. You don't have to, just the 2 lines. I'm just going to use the I here. For you, write the same evidence for the I am line. So if you say for Rikki, I am brave and bold. Oh, hold on. And then here we use the example of Rikki. Rikki chased Nagina into the rat hole. Okay, oops, bold. Brave and bold. So every line, brave and bold. So that's what you do for every I am line, brave and bold. And then I am brave and bold. And then for the evidence, you don't have to repeat the evidence. Okay, so you just put tally marks on your notebook paper. For the citation, this came from page 11 / paragraph 102. Notice how that is written, okay? And again, you can put the tally marks, and I'm on a computer, so it's just easy for me to copy and paste. But if I weren't on the computer, I'd just put the tally marks, okay? And so that's what you do for the answer, the evidence, citation. Okay, now let's take a look. What I want to spend time with for this assignment is the dialectical journal. If you have not done so already, select 5 sentences for Rikki-Tikki-Tavi that you believe are important. These sentences, and this is on your handout, so these sentences must come from different pages of the story to make sure all pages of the story are represented. Select at least one sentence anywhere from page 1 to 3. Select one sentence anywhere from page 4 to 6. Select one sentence anywhere from page 7 to 9. And for the end, select one sentence anywhere from page 10 through 12. So you are dealing with the exposition, the climax, and the resolution. Beginning, middle, end. Exposition, beginning, climax, middle, resolution, end. And then you have a free choice because you have to have 5 sentences. You can pick a sentence from anywhere in the text. You must have 5 sentences. If your class only completed 3, you need to add 2 more. All right, take a sheet of notebook paper, divide it into 2 columns. It will look like this: what the text says, what I say. So basically, you're going to copy the sentences from the text you want to explain in the left. In the right, that's where you share your thoughts. You don't have to write my thoughts, but title the left what the text says, title the right what I say. So let's get a sheet of paper out if you have not done so already and set your sheet up just as it says on your instructions. Okay, so let's talk about that. You will copy the sentence in the story in the left. Follow the model. Look at exactly how this is copied. Notice I open with quotation marks. Your sentence in this column must have quotation marks. Notice I end with a quotation mark. I open because I have to include the citation. Anytime you copy evidence from the text in an academic setting, school is an academic setting, you must include a citation. Citation shows the teacher, shows the reader exactly where they can find your sentence in the text. So it is not an option. You must include the citation. So you copy the sentence, use quotation marks, write neatly. If you're not writing neatly, it will come back to you. If you want to type, you are free to use a class computer to type this. If you type on your phone, ask the teacher for permission. But you don't have to handwrite if you want to use a computer. We do have computers for your use. Page, you will put the page, paragraph. Notice I have P capitalized, 10, space, lowercase, PAR. I didn't write out all the paragraph. I put the paragraph, close. Here is the period. Notice the period is on the outside. The period is not here at the end of the sentence. One period is right there. Just follow the model, okay? Follow the model so your paper is not returned to you. Follow instructions. It is really important that you follow the model, okay? So now that you have done that, and again, all of the directions are here in the right column. This is my favorite. This is where you write your thoughts about the sentence. First, you pick 5 sentences you thought were important. Your job is to analyze the text. We aren't just reading Rikki-Tikki-Tavi just to read it, for entertainment. We have to see, can we think about the larger picture? What are we learning about people? What are we learning about characters? What does the author reveal about tendencies, the way people act? So here you'll see, first, write what the text says. Okay, so let's take a look. Nagina spun clear round, forgetting everything for the sake of one egg. Well, the first move you make is to paraphrase. You write, what does the text say? Then you're going to say, what does the text show? What does it reveal? What are we learning? And finally, why is it important? So your response should have at least 3 sentences, okay? So let's see. Nagina spun clear round, forgetting everything for the sake of the one egg. In my words, I said, Nagina turned to hurry to check on her baby. All right, I put that in my own words. I have to underline this in red, okay? So you don't shade it, you don't highlight it. Use your red pencil to underline your paraphrase in red. What's the paraphrase? The paraphrase is when you take the original sentence and rewrite it in your own words. You just rewrite the sentence. That's it. You're translating the sentence into the way you speak. Okay? After that, you have to then begin to say, okay, what does this text show? What am I learning here? What can I learn about this character? Well, if a character spins around, if this snake is like, oh, my baby. So I'm learning that Nagina is concerned about the welfare of her egg. She would not spin around and walk away from the family if she weren't concerned about her egg. Rikki was threatening her with her egg, and she left the family because she was concerned about her egg. So that's me reading between the lines. And now you can see that I'm a smart person, because only smart people can read between the lines. The author doesn't tell me Nagina is concerned about her egg. The author shows me. How does the author show me? Well, Nagina would rather leave the family. She's like, I'm going to bite this family. She would rather leave the family and go protect her egg. That means she cares about an egg. This section has to be blue. So you will underline the sentence where you show, or you might write more than one sentence, but the sentence where you show what the sentence means, you have to underline that in blue. And finally, you need to talk about, well, why is this sentence important? You picked 5 sentences. Why is this sentence important? Now, this is when you talk about the bigger picture. Your third sentence will talk about life. It will talk about the message about life. It will not necessarily talk about the story. If you talk about the story, that means you are a developing reader. You need more help strengthening your critical thinking skills. So now let's look at the big picture. If somebody is concerned about their egg, what does that show us about life? It shows us, because it says mothers will do anything to protect their children. This section is underlined in green. Okay, it should be marked in green. All of your sentences in the what I say column should be color coded. First sentence, paraphrase what the original sentence says. The second sentence, you show what it means. The third sentence, you tell the importance in life. What does that sentence or that scenario or that scene, what does it teach us about life? What is the bigger picture? Okay, here is a different example. It is the hardest thing in the world to frighten a mongoose. Notice the punctuation. Follow the model. And then here it says, you can't easily scare a mongoose. That's just a paraphrase. That is red. This shows that Rikki won't back down from a challenge. That is telling you between the lines, what does that sentence actually mean? And finally, this is important because heroes do whatever it takes to protect those they serve. See the model there? So follow the models. Your I am poem and your dialectical journal are due by the end of class Monday. So you will turn them in both together, and your dialectical journal must be color coded. Let me know if you have any questions. You can watch this video as often as you need.